2.
Ken Blight was inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame in 2003. Ken, congratulations on your induction. I want to talk about baseball, your love of the game, and what drew you to the sport and you enjoyed so much.
We had a family that was very sports orientated, I think. I had 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and all of us played baseball, softball for the ladies. And my 2 older brothers, we always had a fair competition there. And my younger brother, Jordy, he played also. Our parents made sure that everything that we did was around the sport. We did our work, but we also got time off to play ball.
When did the competitiveness kick in, where all of a sudden the guys are going, I know you're good, but I can be just as good, if not better than you, even though you're my brother?
I don't think there's any special date there. I think it was there.
You know, you're looking back to when you're 14, playing for Portage in a tournament, and your opposition, Poplar Point, and brothers Don and Floyd are on that team now. You're pitching, you're on the mound. I mean, what was it like at that age playing senior ball and your brothers are on the opposition?
It was, first of all, the competitiveness hit home. Secondly, there was enough of a competitiveness in the family that it all showed there, and I probably tried a little harder than normal, and mind you, so did they.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an experience, no doubt.
You played first base, outfield, and pitched for 17 years. Talk about tournament ball, because as we all know, that was so big for baseball teams. You know, go to a tournament here, wherever, all summer long. Talk about that experience and playing some really good ball teams and playing good ball.
I don't know who you've spoken to so far, but I would say that there's an awful lot of baseball played 7 days a week in those days. We played 2 summers in particular. We played 7 days a week, and we played anywhere from $100 a tournament to $300 to $400 a tournament. That included Morden. Neepawa was involved the same way. Clear Lake had a dandy one, and we had a date set up in Vancouver through Mr. Bend. And the thing was that everything was a go, except they couldn't raise the money at the other end to take care of our expenses. And it was them that set up the thing originally too, so it's kind of hard.
But 7 days a week, I mean, you're going to get pretty darn good playing ball 7 days a week for the entire summer.
I don't know how.
With the odd day off, maybe.
Well, the odd day, a rain day.
Sure.
A rain day, we did that. But I don't think we were any better than anybody else. But what we did, we enjoyed what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. The tournament ball, though, I mean, the competitiveness, knowing, of course, there's a lot of prestige, and it's an honor to win a tournament, whether it's in Notre Dame or like Neepawa, like you mentioned, or Clear Lake, because not only the prize money, but the bragging rights.
Oh.
We're the best this weekend. Try again next week.
You're absolutely right there. In those days, so those 2 particular years I was talking about, every small town had a baseball team. Every small town. And where they come from, I don't know. But they always raised 9 or 10 players. And you got to know the people that you played against, and you knew how hard you had to play to beat them. And it was just a wonderful experience, that's all.
Your dad, Les, coached. Talk about him and just what he instilled into you and your brothers about the game of baseball.
He did as much managing as he did anything else. He acquired a lot of players out of Winnipeg. We had quite a roster at different times. We were accused one time of having an NHL baseball team. And I can name a few names if you like. There was Joe Bell, Jim McFadden, Jimmy Mutchison played us a little bit. There's no pro hockey there. I said Lynn Ben, Brian Hextall, a couple of folks, things like that. And that's what I meant by the NHL baseball club.
And of course, that's what hockey players did. I mean, it's not like like now when you train, once the season's over, a week later they're back still skating and staying in shape. You play ball.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true?
You played ball and you stayed in shape by running bases and chasing fly balls.
Yeah. It was very, very, very interesting too, because the people who were good at one, as a rule, were good at the other. So it was a great time in our life.
Favorite memory from your playing days? Something that you'll always, geez, I remember that like it was yesterday, and I'm so proud that it happened.
Well, I'll be very honest. I'll say I was very proud, but it didn't happen. We were in Carmen playing in a junior baseball tournament, and the baseball tournament was, we were to play under the lights, and the bulk of our guys had not played under the lights. We had at that time, and guess what happened to the final? I was to pitch the final, and it was rained out. That was one of the greatest disappointments there. The biggest thrill probably was in Keewatin, Ontario. A couple of balls seemed to find their way out of the ballpark. That didn't hurt anybody, but there was several more of them that day too.
Was there a specific, not specific, but when I'm thinking of your pitching career, that when this person came up to bat, you thought, I should be getting this guy out, but why does he keep sort of just either finding a hole or getting wood on it somewhere and ending up in the outfield? Was there a batter that gave you problems when you were pitching? You think of all the games you pitched and you should get this guy out?
I would say a catcher for the Elmwood Giants out of the Mandak League, Lenny Pig, was really hard to get to. And he knew where the strike zone was much better than most did, and he was a real competitor too.
In June of 2003, you were inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame along with your brothers Don and Blight. Talk about that day and the memories and the reminiscing and the family, friends, teammates, and how special that day and that evening was for you when you got the induction.
We received many phone calls after it was public knowledge that we were inducted, but we could never get over the amount of people that showed up at the hall or at the rink that night of the induction. There was 2 busloads, and that was very nice on their part. Might as well add they all ended up at our place too before they got home. That was another long evening.
Ken, thanks for this and congratulations on a great baseball career. It was a lot of fun doing this today. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Ken Blight was inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame in 2003 along with his brothers Don and Floyd. I'm Clayton Drager.